Hey y'all, it's me, it's Miss Palmer. We're gonna get into all this stuff, but first let's just take a minute and appreciate how cute Petey is. Oh my gosh, Petey. Wait, she's so cute. Alright, we're doing some long division with fractions, and I know that scares us, but you got this. You know I got you. But listen, hey, you must be listening to me. You must listen. So go get your headphones right now and put them on. You must listen because you're going to get, you're just going to have to redo it all if you're not listening. You got to listen. So how I'm going to know you're listening, I'm going to say, hey, put a heart right there, put a heart right there. Do this part on your own. And if you can't do it on your own, it's because you must listen. So go get your little headphones. Okay. You're going to have to just turn off the music. No music right now. You're only listening to me. I have really important stuff to say. All right, so we're gonna put our names right here. You guys fill in the date. It's fractions to decimals. Okay, so we've talked about option 1, which is we're hoping we've got a 10th or a 100th. That's the sprinkles on our cupcakes. Option 2 is we create equivalent fractions. Okay, so we get to that 10 on the bottom. Option 3 was memorize. And now we're into option 4, which is long division. So we need to remember that divide, multiply, subtract, bring down stuff that we did before. However you remember this is perfectly fine. You could say, don't make sandwiches, Brad, if you want. Whatever works for you. So you're going to divide the numerator by the denominator. And let's not forget, which one's our numerator? The numerator is the one on top. So we've known that 3 divided by 4, that's 3/4, is the same as 3 divided by 4. Those are the same. So why that's so important is because you've got to remember, here's the trick, that goes inside the house. We need to put our numerator inside the house. So copy this part down. Numerator inside the house. All right, put a heart right there so I know you're listening. I'm going to open up your notebooks Monday. If you don't have a heart right there, I know you didn't listen. All right, so my numerator goes inside the house. So I put my 3 here and my 4 here. Well, what the heck, man? I don't know how many 4s go. What do I do now? If you have 3, can you take 4 out? Yeah, no, you can't. You don't have enough. So here's what you got to do. So you're going to put a decimal after the 3 and fill in with a 0 and a 0. And that's not changing that number. It was a 3 before and it's still 3 now. But what we can do is we can take that decimal up here because we are creating a decimal, right? So I put my little decimal blue, dark blue, up there. Now I'm going to say, how many times does 4 go into 30? And if you're like me, you hate it when teachers say that. How many times does 4 go into 30? Well, let's count up by 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Oh! I went too far. I was only supposed to go to 30. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 goes into 30 7 times. All right, so I did my divide. Now I need to multiply. 4 times 7 is 28. Put your 28 here. And it says to subtract. Okay, so 30 minus 28 would be 2. Now I bring down. I'm going to bring down my 0. All right, or back up to the top. Divide. 4 goes into 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. I got a 0 and I'm done. Once you get that 0, you are golden. You are done. That is a golden ticket. You are all done. And oh my gosh, did we say 3/4 is equal to 0.75? We already knew that because how many quarters in a dollar? 4. And 3/4 is 75 cents. Okay. All right, let's practice. So we've got 1/5. So I'm going to put 5 on the outside, and my 1, my numerator goes in the house. Don't forget, numerator in the house. Okay? All right, so I can't put 5 into 1, so I'm going to put my decimal, and I'm going to bring my decimal right above, like straight line above. You don't need to draw a line like that, but straight above. So how many times does 5 go into 10? 5 goes into 10 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract 0, 0, and I'm done. So 1/5 is equal to 0.2. Nice work. All right, same thing here. We're going to put our 8 on the outside and our 1 inside the house. And 8 doesn't go into 1, so I'm going to give it 2 zeros here. Okay? How many times does 8 go into 10? 8 goes into 10 1 time, right? You can only get, if I have counting up to 10 by 8, 8, and the next one would be 16. So that's only 1 time, right? 8 times 1 is 8. I'm going to subtract. So I did my 5, multiply, subtract, bring down. So subtract would be 2. Bring down that 0. Okay. All right. So how many times does 8 go into 20? Well, let's do it over here. I'm going to erase this mess. So 8, 16, 24. How many times do I got? 1, 2. The 24 is too big. So it's going to go right here. All right, 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract. Okay, I get 4. I'm going to need to bring down another 0. How many times does 8 go into 40? Well, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. There's 40, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. I got my 0. I'm golden. All right, put a heart right there, right there. All right. Remember, I put my numerator inside the house. I'm going to put my decimal, and I'm going to put my zeros in here. Okay? Put another one. 5, 6. So let's see. How many times does 6 go into 50? So I'm going to put my 6s over here. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. Oh, that's where I got to stop. So that gives me, it goes into 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So I'm going to bring my decimal right up here. I'm going to put 8. 6 times 8, 48. So divide, multiply, subtract. I get 2, bring down. How many times does 6 go into 20? 1, 2, 3 times. I'm probably going to have to erase this. 6 times 3 is 18. We're going to get 2. What is going to happen here? All right, so if I get the 2 there, all right, well, I got to bring down another 0. Because I still got to get rid of that 2. I have to get down to 0 at the end. All right, how many times does 6 go into 20? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 times. And 6 times 3 is 18. Wait a minute. What is happening? It's just going to keep happening, right? I'm going to do 18. I'm going to bring down 0. Do the 18, put the 18 here. What in the world? So this is repeating on forever. Don't keep doing all of this. That's going to repeat. So 5, 6 is equal to 0.83 repeating. So once you start seeing yourself in a loop like that, that means that it's starting to repeat forever. Alrighty, guys, you did so good. So good, so good, so good. I'm so proud of you. All right, send me an email. Let me know how you're doing. Bye.